It showed me immediately that this was going to be just a different kind of Marvel show.
You know, the opening scene is a kind of brainchild of mine when I was coming up with my character. I started thinking, well, all right, if we were doing a comic of Moon Knight, what would be the one, you know, the villain usually gets one full page drawing. I was like, what would the full page drawing of him be? And I had this image of him putting glass in his shoes and listening to Bob Dylan.
I can see the master's hand, every grain of sand.
So you picked Bob Dylan for that scene as well, Every Grain of Sand.
That was part of the vision, yeah.
Wow.
Every Grain of Sand. I'm just, in a way, it's my favorite contemporary hymn. It's just important when you're playing, you know, a bad guy to find some way to love him. And so I kind of like that song. It made me see him in a positive light. And, you know, who doesn't love a cult leader?
Always playing Hero with glass in your sandals as well?
I always imagined it that way. Yeah. Maybe not a full shoe, but a couple little shards jabbing him. It was kind of, I was trying to think about why he needed a cane. Because he doesn't have a limp or anything. Why does he have a cane? I thought, I know why.
Reverend Toller from First Reformed.
Absolutely. I really kind of imagined him self-lacerating himself in some way, and I probably got that idea from playing Toller. The glass in the shoes.
Absolutely,
That's a Paul Schrader moment.
Once you go Schrader, you can't really go back, right?
Yeah, it never lets go of your psyche.
He was influenced by writer-director Paul Schrader, having just worked with him on First Reformed. You just worked with him on The Card Counter. Do you also see some of Paul Schrader's influence on Moon Knight?
I think both Ethan and I are attracted by outsiders.
Yes.
And that's definitely Paul's MO, you know, is the God's lonely man. And in a way, these are two different ends of the spectrum of God's lonely man.
There's a scene in First Reformed where I wrap myself in barbed wire, and there's a long legacy of spiritualists who get so mad at themselves for their own sin and avarice that they torture themselves in some way. And so I saw a window to do that with Hero.